You are about to experience the Drunken Peasants podcast, the greatest podcast in human history. Please recognize that this podcast is designed to be amusing and entertaining, and thus we engage in satirical comments, exaggerations, and even dirty jokes. If you are offended by such things, please go away and die. If you enjoy this podcast, we ask that you help to support its existence by contributing to our Patreon at patreon.com/DP. Contributors get regular access to monthly private shows, special commentaries, Google Hangouts with the peasants, and more. If you don't want to do that, you can also support the show by visiting audibletrial.com/Drunken Peasants to get a free audiobook and access to over 150,000 audiobook titles, including great selections on science and skepticism. And if you shop on Amazon.com, we strongly urge you to use one of the Amazon affiliate links in the description section of our videos. You can help support the show simply by using our link to buy things you were going to buy anyway. Now that we've got all that shit out of the way, sit back and enjoy the show.
From the frigid armpit of America, this is the Drunken Peasants podcast with Ben and TJ, bringing you opinions of the news from an altered perspective.
Fuck it! Hey man, you got a joint? No.
I don't have facts to back this up.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
What the fuck you talking about, atheist? It's okay.
You're nothing, TJ. You're garbage.
I just want to be light.
You're garbage.
And now, here are your hosts, Ben and TJ.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
Welcome to the Drunken Peasants podcast, episode 217.
I think it's actually 712.
Episode 712?
Yeah. Oh, wait.
Wow.
It might be my dyslexia, though. I don't know.
You know, tomorrow is St. Patrick's Day.
I didn't know that, but I don't care because I can drink any day.
Right.
I'm not like normal people where I need like some excuse, you know?
Well, use it as an excuse to drink more.
That's true.
That's what I do.
It's just like, I normally drink pretty heavily, but today I'm going to drink disgustingly heavily.
It's true. I'm living proof of that. I normally drink heavy.
This is no episode 238. You guys haven't seen my vision for
It's
episode...
getting there, I know.
Yeah. Soon.
It's like
you better actually have something planned for this now that you fucking like build it up every
It's
show.
like Armageddon. It's steadily
yeah.
approaching.
You'll see.
The end of days is steadily approaching.
Episode 238.
It's like the Dark Carnival, you know.
Truth is, episode 238 is God! We've always been behind him!
Not to spoil it, it's not God. It's not God. It's not God.
Maybe it's the devil. I don't know. Yeah, man.
Just a reminder to everyone, there will not be a post show on SoundCloud after this episode due to some time constraints. If you haven't checked out our post show yet, go to our SoundCloud. It's linked in the description.
Especially yesterday's, or Mondays, I should say.
Yes.
It was juicy.
Yeah, and it's gotten a ton of plays.
I bet it has.
Yeah.
It's juicy.
It's the longest one, too. It's like a half hour long.
Right, because we had a lot to say. I mean, you know, it wasn't like we were hungry for topics in that one. Like we were just like bam, bam, bam. It would basically referring. The reason that this episode is on the Amazing Atheist channel instead of the Drunken Peasants channel is because of Tommy Sotomayor. In case you didn't know, and. If you want to find out more about that, you can either watch the last episode, watch our video on the Drunken Peasants channel about it, or you could check out the post show or from.
Have you guys posted
Monday.
an update? Because Tommy has actually responded to our counter notification. YouTube is reviewing it currently, but he has responded. So
Did you read what it said?
They're still reviewing it.
Oh.
So I haven't been able to see it yet, but.
So
Hopefully
how
within a
has
few
he?
days.
In what way has he responded?
He responded to the counter notification. I'm assuming he was saying that he has the right to take the video down because he's the copyright holder, blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
But I haven't seen the response yet. But YouTube is reviewing it, and then
How long does that normally take?
I think it's supposed to happen within 10 business days.
10 business days.
So who knows? But yeah, I mean, like it's real nice how any random asshole can just be like, yeah, DMCA, I own this.
And the fucked up thing is that in the video that we ended up playing on the last post show on Monday, he admits the reason why he decided to file the false DMCA is because he believed that we attacked his daughter. And we didn't attack his daughter, but even if that were true, that's a false DMCA. Because it has nothing to do with copyright.
Right. It has nothing to do with the cop. If anything, he should, sue us for slander or something if he really feels that way. Also, ridiculous course of action, but at least it would make sense within the context of what he's claiming.
Well, yeah, with what he's claiming, it would make more sense to say we're harassing him and if actually ask for us to have a community strike put on our account.
I've literally sent him Your Movie Sucks' fucking Cool Cat Learns Fair Use video, like, probably at least 4 or 5 times now. Just was like, Tommy, please watch this video, learn what fair use actually is. I don't know if he just won't watch it or if he's just too dumb to grasp it. I kind of assume both.
Did you guys see that he has a GoFundMe page up to help?
Yes, that's true. Tommy Sotomayor now has a GoFundMe page to combat white liberals.
Oh, meaning us, right?
No, I mean what it really is pay my rent and back child support.
But he calls us white liberals. I heard him say it a bunch of times.
Yeah. It's funny because he oscillates between hating black people and then acting victimized because he's black.
Oh, we're the reason.
It makes no sense.
He said that white people are the reason, like white liberals are the reason why black people are so fucked up.
It's total false pretense for him to raise money. Come on.
Dude, every step this guy takes, he fits the Brett Keane model more and more. Like everything he does looks more like Brett.
A lot of people on Twitter have taken to calling him Black King or Black Keen. Sorry.
Black Keen. Or Black Manatee. I've seen that too.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's actually a little bit, he's more imposing than Brett, though, because people actually listen to him. First of all, he actually does have somewhat of an audience. And second of all, Brett, as much as he would threaten to DMCA us, was, he knew enough about what the consequences are of a false DMCA not to actually do that. But Tim Black apparently is... I don't know if Tim Black is just bolder or if he's just dumber.
Did you call him Tim Black?
Call him Tim
Not
Black.
Tim Black, sorry.
Oh, my God,
TJ, you're so stupid.
They're both black and bald.
So racist.
I know.
Shut up.
Yes.
That's
Fuck you.
racist. Actually, Tim Black does know Tommy Sotomayor, though, and we should have him on sometime to talk about him.
I'm distracted.
Yeah, the only reason that Brett doesn't file DMCAs against you guys is because he's already been burned in the past. He's already, gotten in trouble and lost channels for filing false DMCAs. That's the only difference between him and Tommy is Brett's a little farther down the manatee arc than Tommy is.
Tommy has said, though, that he used to have these channels that had almost 1 million subscribers. Maybe he's lying.
No, he's not. He's not. But he's lying in a way because what he does is he starts 50 channels, and then to each channel his subscriber base subscribes, and then he just adds them all up as if they're all different people. But really, it's the same few thousand people have subscribed to 50 different channels, so he can be like, I got 500,000 subscribers.
See,
no, you don't. You have 20,000 subscribers on 50,000 different channels.
Or they all stack together. What's interesting is he did make the claim that he's been false flagged in the past. So it's kind of interesting how someone pretending to be a victim of this same thing is now doing it to someone else.
By black people. It was black. White people don't false flag. Black people do.
But,
What?
Well, he proved that.
How prescient.
I know. So much
prescient.
irony. Even though it's true that white people do
he's
false
still
flag.
he's still pretending to be the victim, though. It's amazing how you can be so delusional as to false DMCA somebody and then act like you're the fucking victim. He's literally on his Twitter. He says we sent our fans to go harass him. It's no, we did. He acts like it's like they're going after him because we told them to. No, they're going after you because you fucking inconvenienced all of them. They were all subscribed to a channel watching a podcast on a regular basis, and now all of a sudden the podcast has been broadcast on a totally different channel.
Yeah.
And the channel that we were using has all these limitations imposed on it. And, you know, of course the people who watch that channel are going to be mad at you just for their own fucking self-interest.
And also,
we don't even need to prompt them.
Yeah. I mean, it's just a natural response.
You know, it's like if you fucking Tommy, if you like somehow were able to cancel Doctor Who or something, you know, the producers wouldn't have to sick the fan base on you. They would fucking find you all on their own and say, fuck you. Okay? They're just mad at you for what you did. It has nothing to do with us. You're the asshole here. I can't believe you don't realize that. Or maybe you do, and you're just keening it up.
Keening it up. That should be a verb, keening.
It is. It is a verb in my mind now. I just made it one. Keening it up. To act like a victim when in fact you are the one being the asshole.
You're keening up.
Pretty accurate shit. Pretty accurate description.
Man, it sucks because he's such a gold mine for priceless videos.
Oh, you know, once we win this DMCA, like, he's gonna be featured again
On every show.
I don't know if he's gonna be on every show, but you know, if it's ruled fair use, I'm about 80% confident it will be. I mean, 20% of me says YouTube is fucking stupid, so they might get it wrong.
The video that he had taken down was a response to one of our videos.
Yeah, I mean, that almost gives us more right to use it, I would think, because we're literally directly responding to things he is saying
about
directly
us.
to us. I mean, it's absurd to say we have no right to respond.
He's never explained in detail why it's not fair use. He's not elucidated at any point. This is why it's not fair use under the legal definition of fair use. This is why it's not transformative. He's never done that. He's just basically made the claim. It violates my copyright, and I'm not getting paid.
He brought up some Ray William Johnson lawsuit, saying that that's the reason why we can't win.
Okay. Well, I mean, I haven't studied that case to see what the precedent is, but I would say that he should look at what happened to fucking Derek Savage, Daddy Derek, when he tried to flag a bunch of channels that gave negative reviews to Cool Cat Saves the Kids and used all his clips and made money off of it. You know what ended up happening in that case? Daddy Derek, all the videos went back up, and Daddy Derek had to fucking crawl away from YouTube with his tail between his fucking legs because it was ruled fair use. It was transformative in nature. It was used for purposes of commentary and criticism. I mean, I don't know how to fucking make it any clearer to you, Tommy.
And we would like to help set the precedent that false DMCAs should eventually have real consequences.
Yeah, and we intend to set that precedent.
Explaining fair use to Tommy is pretty useless. I think he told us all in that response video that we watched during the last post show why he really did it. You guys have been fucking with me. You threatened my daughter. You threatened my life. You send your fans over here, and that's why I did it. You know, I mean, he basically just comes out and says it.
He actually was mad that we didn't send our fans over there.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, he's like, you didn't even link to my video so that they could find me.
Yeah, that's somewhere in the fair use law, right? You have to link to videos. I'm pretty sure that's in there somewhere.
We gave them... anybody who saw us doing our commentary on Tommy would have had no trouble seeking Tommy out if they really wanted to find him.
Here's a video from Tommy Sotomayor.
His handle is throughout the video. I think it's his Twitter handle.
Yeah.
I mean, how hard would it be to find him based upon that?
Most of the videos that we play on DP are easy to find, but we're under no obligation legally to fucking provide links to every video we watch on the show.
Yeah,
this is not a showcase for how awesome these videos are. This is a showcase for how bad these videos are. I mean, if we put the links up, we'd be accused of fucking harassment. So it's like we couldn't win any other way.
It's a perfect example of misuse of the DMCA. So Tommy doesn't like the things that we're saying about him. And so to silence us, he's abusing a law and perjuring himself in the process. So where's the fair use?
he takes advantage of fair use all the time.
Constantly.
Yeah,
his
he
entire
uses-
show is built around watching news clips and responding to people in the media, responding to other YouTubers.
But it's fair to him then.
Yeah, I mean that's
it really goes back to it's he thinks it's fair. When he thinks it's fair, it's totally fine.
I mean, I just feel like the more and more we interact with Tommy, the more I feel like it's pretty safe to just assume this is just Brett Keane but black.
It really seems that way.
I mean, like, because pretty much everything you would expect Brett Keane to do, Tommy Sotomayor will do.
I think the name of the fucking law needs to be changed, so that these dunces don't look at the word fair and think, man, they're not being fair to me in this argument. DMCA time. Like, it needs to be called, like, open use or, like, transformative use or some shit that can't be misconstrued.
How about you just call it copyright exemption or something? Because that's really what it is. It's an exemption to copyright under certain circumstances. But, you know, it doesn't really matter what you call it because, you know, people like Tommy are still going to do this shit. They're still going to say that for some reason or another, you know, the way we're using it doesn't count. But of course it counts. I mean, I know about fair use. Believe me, running a channel like the Drunken Peasants, we've done our due diligence and studied fair use pretty fucking extensively to understand what sort of defenses we can mount against this kind of shit because we're faced with it literally all the time. I could tell Tommy that usually when we file disputes against things on the basis of fair use, we win. We've never had a fucking DMCA before, but we've fucking tons of content ID strikes
we did.
and shit.
The Hey Scotty thing, remember?
Oh, yeah.
The Hey Scotty thing we did.
Yeah, that was a DMCA. That was almost a year ago. That was the last one we had.
Yeah, it was in May, I believe.
It was total garbage. It was fair use.
Yeah, we did stop using those clips, though, because fuck that shit. Those guys just go around flagging anybody who uses that. It's like they're upset that some scene from their movie became a meme because of how bad it is. Like, what, if they take it down, does that mean the scene all of a sudden becomes, like, competent and well-made?
No, it's just like basically showing everyone the movie for free, TJ.
Yeah, because if people go and watch this small clip from our movie, they'll know how much it sucks and they won't buy it.
Exactly. You want to do troll or not a troll?
Yes.
All right.
I'm back in the saddle. It's a troll. It's a troll.
Not a troll.
Troll.
David here from Christians Against Slipknot. And today I wanted to share with
Troll.
you
Christians Against Slipknot.
a gift I have. Today's gift is not music. It's one of my other gifts bestowed upon me by God. And I know that God is wanting me to give you a message, but the problem is my message is in tongues. So I'm hoping one of you guys can translate it. So I'm going to get into it now and
It's gonna be
allow
awesome.
God to speak through me. And we'll see what happens.
Okay.
Alabas, Alabar, Alabas, Alabar, asleep not evele. Alabas, Alabar, metal eve.
I'm really let down by this, man. I was hoping he was going to do something real funny and interesting. Bad troll.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out if Alabas Alabar is something backwards or something, but I don't know.
Yeah, that one was too easy.
Fucking hardcore troll.
If you find any ambiguous ones, please send them to us at our Facebook. Send us any videos, anything like that.
The ambiguously troll video.
Ambiguous. All right. Trump supporter says riot's not necessarily a bad thing.
I want to play a clip. Donald Trump was interviewed by Chris Cuomo on CNN's New Day earlier today.
It's a new day.
And he said
Yes,
he's
it
close
is.
to getting the magic number, but it's not quite there, and they deny him the nomination. He had what a lot of people are seeing as a threat. Listen to this.
If we're, 100 short, and we're at 1,100 and somebody else is at 500 or 400, because we're way ahead of everybody, I don't think you can say that we don't get it automatically. I think you'd have riots. I'm representing a tremendous, many millions of people.
All right, the word riots, he said it twice. That's pretty serious. A lot of us
I can never be against a good riot, man. I don't know.
These riots are going to be huge. They're going to be great, okay?
I just have a weakness for riots.
If you were in the middle of one that was about to break out, you'd be against it.
No, because I'd be joining it.
Dude, you would get murdered.
Maybe, but I'd have fun before I did.
Dude, you are so afraid of dying. I don't think so.
TJ wants the purge.
I call bullshit on that.
No, I mean, like, I don't think I'd necessarily die. I might get injured a little bit,
dude.
I mean, as long as the rioters knew I was on their side, like if it was like a race riot or something, it's a bunch of black dudes, you know, I guess probably they wouldn't believe I was like, yeah, me too, guys.
I am, TJ. So
well, I'm just saying they would.
Dude.
It's them who wouldn't accept me. I'd be fine rioting with them.
So fucking racist.
They're the racists, if anything.
The first thing TJ's mind goes to is a race riot.
Well, I'm just saying that's one of the few
a group of thugs surrounds TJ.
Is Tim Black one of them?
Yes.
All right. Sorry, Tim.
I just love the implication that the like absurd bunch of clowns that you see dribbling out of these Trump rallies are gonna fucking organize and riot. Like they're gonna scream on their couches in their fucking trailer parks, man.
I mean,
it's gonna be a geriatric riot for about half of the
don't
people.
You think? I mean, don't you think what he's fundamentally saying is right though? That if he has like 1,100 and the nearest guy is like 400 or 500, I mean, doesn't it seem like he should get it at that point because he's got the highest score with all the delegates awarded?
I don't know. I don't know the rules of the RNC, so I don't know how that fucking works. But
yeah, maybe they're about to explain it. I don't know.
remember what happened in 1968 at the Democratic Convention in Chicago.
Wolf, I'm very proud. My grandfather was one of the organizers of the 1968 Democratic Convention, and one of those folks, and I guarantee right now if he was still alive, I think he'd be very proud of my involvement with Mr. Trump. But this, you have to understand the motivation of the riot here. It's not because people aren't getting their voices heard. It's because the people's voice would be ignored in this case. The majority, the plurality, the people, the majority of the population have voted for.
I really wish they would talk about what the rules actually are for that situation, because I have no idea.
From my understanding, they're actually the delegates are only obligated to vote for Trump in the first round once, and then after if it goes to another round, then they can vote for whoever they want.
So they could so Trump could potentially get the most delegates, and then at the end of the day, it's like, nope, we're giving it to Cruz anyway.
It's possible, yeah.
I mean, honestly, they might. No, I mean there would be too much disenfranchisement if they did that. They would probably not do that. I can't see them, but maybe, I don't know. The Republicans are pretty stupid.
Mr. Trump, and the obvious moves that will be made by the establishment Republican Party to keep him from this nomination, that right there would cause anger, and that would be an obvious backhand to all of the people who have been paying attention and who have been engaged in this political process. So, you know, riots aren't necessarily a bad thing if it means it's because it's sitting there and fighting the fact that our establishment Republican Party has gone corrupt and decided to ignore the voice of the people.
See, I don't care about any of that, but I do like riots. So I'll just say that I'm not against a riot happening, and I'm especially not against a riot happening at the like Republican, like the big GOP.
Dude, this is classic Trump. It's just another threat that if you don't do what Trump says, there's going to be riots. There's going to be a loud, angry mob of people hating you.
Well, I mean, he's probably right.
I mean, potentially, yeah.
I mean, even if Paul's right about 99% of Trump supporters just sitting on their couch going, yeah, there's going to be that 1% that actually gets out of their house and fucking, you know, tries to do something about it.
Yeah. I mean, there would definitely be some response. Well, there would be something. I don't think people would just be like, oh, okay, well, no big deal.
Yeah, man,
there might be. I'm sure there'll be a lot of protests, and there might be some lone wolf idiot that goes and shoots a bunch of people or something. But like, I don't really foresee any big, giant, organized rioting from Trump supporters about this, no matter how it goes.
So you don't think they'd be pissed that they're like, even though their candidate got the majority of the fucking vote of the members of the party, that you think they'd just be like, well, you know, whatever? Because I don't know. I think they'd be pretty pissed. I just put myself in that position and think about how pissed I would be if the candidate I voted for was like, you know, just systematically ignored by some sort of like giant institutional thing. Just, oh, the party doesn't like him, so fuck what the people said. We're nominating this guy.
I mean, there were no riots when Gore was denied the presidency, despite having a plurality of votes. So,
yeah, but there was so much more murky, though.
Was it really?
Yeah, because
in
we
in
didn't.
retrospect, he won the election, and nobody cares.
That's true, but it was like so long after that it actually came out. It was like a few months later. They're like, oh, I guess Gore kind of did win. Whatevs.
Gotta stop counting those votes. It's like
Supreme Court's already ruled.
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
Maybe
he won Florida.
To this idea of the like 24-hour news cycle that I'm just too cynical to see the possibilities of riots. But I just don't think people will care beyond 24 to 48 hours after Trump's gone. I think it'll be on to some other fucking news story, on to some other concern. Because, I mean, if you look at the absurd shit that we do in this country that people just kind of let cruise on by.
Cruise to victory, Ted Cruz.
Cruise to victory. I like it.
Actually, when we voted yesterday, we saw a Ted Cruz supporter, which we yelled at them and told them they were...
Fuck, I literally voted at a retirement home. And I was the youngest person there voting by like 30 to 40 years. No lie.
That's crazy.
I mean, like in 2006, 2007, 2008, people's homes were getting taken away en masse by banks trying to collect on bad debt, and there was no fucking rioting. Like, if you can hit people that fucking low and not have them riot, you're telling me that their orange billionaire not getting the top spot is going to cause them to get off the fucking chair? I don't think so.
You got to realize that this is a country where pretty much the only thing that gets people to riot is like, basketball games and shit.
Well,
so
you got a point.
I mean, I don't know. You never really know what the American people are going to do. They're kind of an unpredictable lot. Sometimes when you think they're going to get pissed, they're just like, whatever, someone else's problem. And then other times when you think something is totally inconsequential and no one should possibly care about it, they get pissed. But I don't know. I think the scenario we talked about with Trump is kind of somewhere in the middle of those two things. So I could maybe see it going either way.
Do you think that a spokesman for Trump should be on the news talking about riots and how it's not a bad thing if people riot? Is that okay to do?
I mean, obviously she has the right to do it. Whether or not it's wise, I mean, I don't know. I kind of think that with the people they're appealing to, they probably is actually a pretty wise course of action politically for her to do.
In what way?
Because, as long as Trump is running for the GOP nomination, it's obvious that the crazier he is, the crazier his campaign is, the more support he has from these crazy motherfuckers that are like, yeah, Trump.
Yeah, I don't know. Just the idea of like a major candidate like kind of sort of underhandedly encouraging a riot if some rule doesn't go his way. I don't know. Just pretty bad shit.
That's the kind of president that he is, though. I mean, that's the vision he's trying to put in people's minds is don't fuck with me. I'm Donald fucking Trump. So, yeah, I mean, I guess that's just kind of how he rolls. And if he's president, America's just going to have to get used to it. He'll just fuck us all.
And ignore the process.
Scotty, you really don't want riots to emerge at the Republican convention in Chicago where people could be injured, people could be hurt, they could be maimed. You don't want riots.
It's not riot as in a negative thing, what we've seen in the past. It's the fact is you have a...
It's not no, Paul, okay. She clarified now. She clarified, dude.
Not going to be a negative riot.
It's not.
Yeah,
You were thinking of these like
conversation was just pointless. It's not a riot like with people smashing windows and flipping cars and shit. It's just like what I was talking about, sitting on your couch and going riot, man. Yeah, Trump didn't get it.
There was that '80s band, Quiet Riot. It's gonna be one of those. Yeah, this is gonna be a quiet riot. It's gonna be very subdued. They're just gonna politely disagree.
large amount of people that will be very unhappy. I don't think they would sit there and resort to, in fact, I know they would not resort to violence. I know they would not do it. However, they would make sure their voices are heard, that they can't be ignored. And when we sit here and talk about it, you have to understand there's a process of these delegates being elected. And that's why I am very skeptical of this idea that we will not have Mr. Trump as our nominee as he continues to grow in strength. The majority of the delegates
continues to grow in strength. It sounds like some kind of monster at the fucking center of the earth. It's just like draining the fucking planet dry. He continues to gain strength.
Yes. Deep in the bowels of the planet, Trump feeds upon the life energy of this world, slowly gaining strength as the election nears, where he will be reborn from his molten tomb. Yeah, Trump.
Scotty.
This is like Wikipedia. A riot is a form of civil disorder commonly characterized by a group lashing out in a violent public disturbance against authority, property, or people. Riots typically involve vandalism and the destruction of property, public or private.
I don't understand why is everyone so anti-riot? I mean, I like them. I think they look cool. It's an amazing spectacle. I mean, like, you see them a lot in movies for that exact reason. People like the way a riot looks.
Yeah,
your tune would change if your house was involved in a fucking riot.
I know.
If people in your fucking neighborhood chucked flaming bricks through your windows and burned everything you owned, you'd have a whole different perspective on riots.
Oh, I guess riots actually aren't that cool, guys.
But what she's talking about is a protest.
I mean, as long as it says not my shit, I mean, you know, it looks cool.
As long as it's Ferguson, it's fine.
Fuck you. Always trying to fucking spin it into some racist shit. I hate the entire human race, so I guess it's racist.
The glove fits, TJ.
To this convention have pledged their allegiance or have sat there and said that they are a supporter of Mr. Trump. They will be the majority. So if something happens to ignore their voice as they are representative of the people, then I think right now there will need to be some way of getting the establishment's attention.
Oh my God, Trump. That's all I'm hearing. That's all I'm hearing with this. Like, they're going to ignore the will of the people. It's like, it hasn't even happened yet. You don't even know what's going to happen, you dumb motherfucker.
Well, they're just discussing. I mean, like, the reason they're discussing is because it actually is
it's a possibility.
It's a somewhat realistic scenario. That might
but look, as time goes on, we know how people in America are. It's like when something starts to look like it's going to be one way, we're all pretty much ready for it just to be that way.
Yeah, that's weird about us. It's like, if we think something's going to happen, we're just like, let it happen now. Come on. Just happen. Just fucking happen. There's something weird in the American psychology. It's like, I mean, it was like this weird thing where, like, no one ever expected Bernie Sanders to win Michigan and shit. But then when he won it, they're like, ooh, Bernie Sanders, he won Michigan even though he was 20 points down in polls. So now next week, we think he's going to fucking sweep these states and he's going to have his big, like, surge moment. And then he didn't. And it's like, well, it's over. Hillary's the nominee, y'all. It's all over. It's like, but, you know, you guys supported him a few weeks ago when the situation looked more dire than it does now.
See,
like, you didn't even think you had Michigan back then, and you were okay with it. But then after you got Michigan, it fucking raised your expectations crazily and shit. Now you're like, oh shit, my crazy raised expectations didn't come to pass. So fuck it, Hillary, just get behind Hillary.
Yeah,
Revolution is over.
That just swings back to my fucking point earlier. Like, I think you'd see far more people going, well, you know, if it wasn't going to be Trump, Cruz is the one. So it's all right, I guess. It's the whole Trump thing. It looked good, but, you know, we need a statesman. We're so used to just swinging what we care about wildly from fucking end of the pendulum to end of the pendulum that we don't know how to care about something for longer than 48 fucking hours anymore.
By the way, Ted Cruz, much worse candidate than Donald Trump.
Yeah, I agree.
You just don't know as much about him because he's not constantly being shoved in your face. Trust me, you actually look into this guy, way worse than Trump. Way worse.
Total scumfuck.
Totally evil.
Yeah, that's why I've known about him for so long.
To the fucking core.
Just, you know, sound bites of shit that he said. Deplorable bullshit.
Oh, me
did you guys see that rally where, like, this woman literally, like, called for gay people to be put to death and then introduced Ted Cruz, like, right after?
Yeah, you told me about it.
Execute the gays! Here's our next president, Ted Cruz! He comes out, you know.
And I'm going to execute each and every gay person in the country. Yay! Thanks, Ted.
I mean, like, when you got people advocating, murdering people for their sexuality, introducing presidential candidates, that to me is more worrisome than some woman saying, oh, there's going to be a riot, and then immediately backpedaling when she's pushed on
Trump's
it.
a plutocrat. He's just like, you know what? He's just going to do what's best for fucking business.
I mean, we've already seen Trump backpedal on a few remarks before, so we know he's not totally fucking stupid. Ted Cruz doesn't backpedal from shit. I mean, he'll be slimy and change his position like Hillary Clinton to say whatever he thinks he needs to say to get elected. But, the shit he really believes is pretty fucked up.
I don't know, dude. It's a hard sell for me that Cruz would be worse than Trump. I think Trump would be an unmitigated disaster as a fucking president. Like we've had crazy fucking Christians in the White House before. The devil you know, I guess, is better than the one you don't for me.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Ted Cruz is. You got to read about these dominionists and shit. They're fucking totally batshit crazy. This religion is more jacked up than most variants of
but how much of it is just demagoguery? Do you think?
I think he's a true, sincere believer.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think he. I feel like someone like Bush kind of is hamming it up a little bit. I think Cruz really does believe that shit, which to me makes him a little scarier. But I could be wrong. Thankfully, Cruz is probably not going to get the nomination. But Trump probably will, so it's not much better. Or maybe it's no better.
Maybe.
Maybe it's worse. Who knows?
Yeah, there's really no way to know.
Alex Jones screams because he loves.
Let me just ask you guys a quick Donald Trump question, though.
Okay.
Let's say Donald Trump becomes president, and, all the stuff he says is going to happen happens exactly like he says. Like, he builds the wall, the economy's fucking great, everything's awesome, he gets rid of all these unfair trade deals and brings jobs back to the U.S. and shit. What are we going to say then?
Then I would admit I was wrong about him if
wrong.
it actually happened.
I guess you'd have to. It's kind of an absurd hypothetical, though. It's like, what if you walked out into a dog park and grabbed a big loaf of dog shit and bit into it, and it was chocolate in the center, and it tasted real good? It's an absurd hypothetical, but yeah, I guess it's that fucking weird, bizarro planet.
In that hypothetical, though, I can still see people saying, no, I wouldn't want to eat that dog shit, even if it was chocolate. Because it still came out of a dog's ass. I feel like with the Trump thing, I feel like a lot of people probably, even if he did do a good job, would be like, Trump sucks. Fuck Trump, he's the worst.
Yeah,
but yeah, you're right.
In
The chances of doing a good job are pretty slim, and in fact, most of the things he wants, you don't even want him to do a good job.
TJ's going to cut taxes,
disastrous, horrible things.
He's going to cut my taxes, so I'm fine with him.
I will probably pay less taxes if Trump is elected. So that is one plus.
Or any Republican.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, a little bit. It's whatever. I don't think you'd see that drastic of a difference.
Capital gains would probably be the one you'd see the biggest jump in, because they would probably cut it down to either 0 or 10% or something.
They love cutting taxes. They just think that solves every fucking problem. Cut taxes.
Trickle down, TJ. It's going to trickle on down to you.
Yeah, from the it trickles down from the job creators down to everybody else.
All those wonderful job creators.
The job creators that just load their fucking extra tax savings up and fucking put it in tax shelters offshore and shit.
Hey, they're creating jobs in China.
If only there was a political candidate actually talking about these sorts of things. Oh, wait.
I wonder who that could be.
There was one, but everyone voted for Hillary instead.
Oh my God.
Yay, Hillary.
Yeah, I was so disappointed yesterday.
President Hillary. Yay.
Ohio, what the fuck are you thinking?
Whee. Yeah, Bernie Sanders' math is pretty shit looking forward. It's not impossible. I think he'd have to get 65% of the vote or something from this point forward.
It's not gonna happen. I was looking at all the counties that Bernie won in Ohio, and he won most of the ones that were small towns with universities in them, college towns. He won Wood County, which is where Bowling Green is, and then he won Athens, where Ohio University is. So you could kind of see where the majority of the vote in that county was a younger voting base. He won those. So.
This is why courting the youth vote is always a waste of time, because they just don't even turn out to it.
Yeah, that's the biggest problem.
I guarantee there's tons of people out there bitching like, man, I can't believe Bernie didn't get it. Did you vote? No, man, I was high.
Yep.
Can you blame them? Honestly, like I know it's a giant mistake, but considering two things: number one, they're fucking young and stupid, and number two, they've lived and grown up in a world where elections matter about as much as a gnat's fucking fart. Nothing changes. They've heard all the bullshit that politicians spew and then go back on as soon as they're elected. Why would you turn out as a younger person in this country?
I don't know why anyone turns out, honestly. But I mean, this was an election that you actually had an impetus to do so, because you had a fucking candidate that wasn't entrenched in the two-party system, that had been an independent, that actually had like fucking real forward-thinking liberal viewpoints, because usually our choice in this country is two far right-wing demagogues, one of which is slightly to the left of the other.
Yeah, but it really scares the older crowd. They're kind of like, Bernie scares me.
He has ideas. That's scary.
Hillary. Nice and stable Hillary. The status quo.
And Trump has ideas, too. They're bad ones, but they like those ideas because it's stuff like, gotta get rid of the Mexicans.
Gotta build a wall. Trump.
Trump-o-man. All right, next video.
Looks like our county was 55% Hillary, Sanders 44%.
Garbage.
Thanks, Columbus.
Yeah. Well, it's all of Franklin County.
Okay, well, thanks, Franklin County.
All the, like, farming communities and all that shit around Columbus.
The fucking farming community should fucking love Bernie Sanders. They should go to his website and, well, they don't have the internet because they're farmers.
Some of them do, I'm sure.
No, they don't. They're all living like the Amish.
Let's go to farmers only.
They are the Amish.
I guess there must be farmers on the internet because that fucking commercial.
Yeah, farmers
only. You don't have to be lonely at farmersonly.com.
You think Wilbur will ever find true love?
Oh my god.
That was my favorite one. Now their commercials are actually high quality. I'm like, no, it was better with the two cows.
Yeah, man, it was better when it was total shit. Now that they have a budget, they suck.
Isn't that always true?
The
These,
judgment
like,
on
local
me,
commercials and shit.
Yeah, it is. It totally is.
Ooh, sorry, accidentally.
It'd be like if you got like Metallica or something to re-record the Video Game Underground song, it would suck.
Yes.
Yep.
Alex Jones screams because he loves. I don't know why it was cut short, but that's what it says. Because he loves.
I don't
But
know
it's
what
the
he
judgment
loves.
on me, see?
Me, see?
That I must have been doing that because I wanted to be mean to somebody. I don't want them to take the vaccines. I don't want them to get robbed by the Federal Reserve. I want them to have a future. I'm in their face because I love them. Don't you get that? But see, it's not. My mom will get mad. My dad will get mad. It's not.
It's just tough love, you guys. Like, remember when he said to Bernie Sanders supporters, should have their fucking jaws broken? That was out of love. That was love, you guys.
He loves you.
He just doesn't want to see you go down the wrong path in life. So if you got to get punched and get your jaw broken to do it, that's just how it goes. You know? I mean,
there's a price for freedom, and you have to pay it.
Freedom isn't free.
But they're bad. They're good, sweet people. And we've been run over because we're too sweet. It's time to stop being sweet about any of this.
Alex, when have you ever been sweet?
He's been real sweet.
I've known about you for probably 7 or 8 years now. And I've seen many of your little shows and performances and whatever you do. And I've even watched a couple of your movies. They were great unintentional comedies. But I've never, ever seen you be anything even vaguely approaching sweet to anybody. What are you talking about? You're like the human incarnation of rage. If you were the Incredible Hulk, you would just literally be the
1776 will commence again, bitch.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if we need 1776. I think we need the French Revolution to commence again.
They're selling baby parts. They're keeping them alive. We've been screwed over. We've got anger for a reason.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, take a chill pill, man. Fuck.
I don't believe he's faking this anger. I think this is genuine, but it's literally so exaggerated that I almost feel like I'm watching like a performance in a fucking movie. But, you know, I mean, if I saw, like, a movie where someone was acting this angry, I'd be like, okay, the director really had them go over the top for this one. But with him, I just know this is how he actually is.
I don't know. I think that Alex is probably aware that his angrier moments get watched a whole lot more than his quieter moments. Like, he's not constantly screeching at this level of shrillness. Like, it's
at least a couple times a show, though.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. I think he knows his bread and butter. He's not a stupid person, I don't think.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I don't think he's like faking the anger. I think he's just he's not making any effort to hold it back.
He's just channeling that bottomless well of rage that just
I mean, like, look at
within
him. Like, he's just a really fucking pissed off dude. There's something wrong with him inside that he's like just a cauldron of rage constantly and always. And he channels it into this weird shit, like, they're keeping baby parts alive! It's like, what? What? Who did what now?
Yeah, meanwhile, back at the fucking fertility clinic, there's a little room in the back where a mad scientist has got, like, a baby arm hooked up to an electrode. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck is he even talking about?
There's like a little baby, there's just like a baby's severed head on the table going,
oh my god. So fucked up.
Kill me.
They're keeping them alive. We're gonna harvest its brain. A lot of restaurants use it for soup.
I mean, if you buy the fact that he genuinely believes the shit that he talks about, and I think for the most part he does, I can see why he's pissed all the time. If that shit was going on, like, plus the fucking all the conspiracy theories and shit that he heaps on everybody, like, it'd be pretty rage-inducing, I think.
They're turning the frickin' frogs gay, even. You hear about that? Crazy shit.
I love that after we go on a fucking diatribe about how angry he is, the next time you guys unpause it is just him making incoherent noises.
TJ, what was that sound that you said your stepdad made when you told him you were a socialist?
Let me think.
I was thinking about that the other day.
Okay, let me try to remember this. So we were at one of the theme parks down in Florida, and we were sitting around in a circle, and he's like, "Who you support?" And I'm like, "Bernie Sanders." He's like, "Bernie Sanders? He's a socialist." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm a socialist too." That's the sound he made.
I remember you telling that before, and that was hilarious. That's such a crazy reaction.
You know what? It's weird because when me and Chelsea were at the polls, or no, when we went to the Bernie Sanders event, actually, her dad wrote her and asked her, like, "What are you doing?" And she's like, "I'm going to a Bernie Sanders rally," and her dad was like, "He's a socialist, you know." So
that's all they can say.
Yeah, it's like that's all they got. It's
He's
like
a damn
he's
socialist.
a socialist. I mean, this is why like he can't win the fucking election, because most people, when you say Bernie Sanders, are like, "He's a socialist. Don't vote for him. Don't bother paying no never mind to what he's actually saying.
He'll turn
all
Washington,
you need to know is he's a socialist."
He'll turn Washington D.C. into Red Square before you even fucking know it.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Disastrous.
And they'll set up his tomb just like Lenin's tomb. For the next 100 years, we'll have Bernie Sanders' pickled corpse on display.
I could see that in my head. There's a lot of dead bodies being preserved on tonight's show, especially in this weird Alex Jones segment.
I wonder how they do anything with Lenin's corpse.
I love how our show went from like baby parts hooked up to electrodes to Bernie Sanders' corpse on display for 100 years.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, because...
And the only thing that connects them was Alex Jones going, "Ah!"
Yep.
Somehow we were on babies and electrodes,
well,
and then Alex Jones went, "Ah!" And then we got to Bernie Sanders.
TJ, read between the lines. Bernie Sanders wants a political revolution.
Yeah, I don't like. I said last week, I don't like the term revolution that
Something
much.
happened in, like, what was it, 1914 Russia, TJ?
Oh, yeah.
So, there you go.
A revolution.
The Bolsheviks.
A people's revolution, yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't think Bernie Sanders is spry enough to lead a sacking of the White House.
Oh, dude.
You never know.
Yeah. You're underestimating the burn.
Yeah, Washington's going to feel the burn.
Our glorious leader, Bernie Sanders.
Yep.
President for life.
Comrade.
Like, I'm going down there and I'm getting in all their faces. Sick of it. You see people walking into a concentration camp, you better warn them. Especially if they're laughing at you.
You better warn them.
Those people need to be ridiculed.
Yeah, I love the part about them laughing at him. Like, you know, I guess from his worldview, that must be pretty frustrating. Like, he's got all this great truth and shit. He's going to tell you what's really going on, and then he comes and he tells you, and people are just like, you're insane. And he's like, damn it, they're so brainwashed, they can't see the truth. Yeah. And he doesn't realize that it's actually, the truth is that he actually is insane, because unfortunately, he lives in a world where there's enough people who actually are crazy enough to believe it that he thinks, these are my fellow people that see the truth, and I validate what they say, and you know, they validate what I say, and we all agree that this is the truth, so it must be the truth, and anyone who doesn't believe it is just brainwashed by the government, and they just don't understand what's really happening.
You know, I just noticed something interesting on this set. There's a lot of screens. I mean, remember in 1984, the screens watched you. I mean, is Alex Jones part of, like, a massive conspiracy?
He is.
He's watching everyone. He's watching us, TJ.
That is actually the danger of being Alex Jones, is when you get people into this heavily conspiratorial thinking, eventually they think you're part of the conspiracy. That's what happened with Vigilant.
Oh, no, he's not.
That's what happened with Vigilant Christian Mario. You know, it was like Mario used to be a big Alex Jones fan. Alex Jones taught him how to think like a fucking retard.
Yeah.
And then eventually that thinking turned against Alex Jones, like, he's trying to manipulate me.
Yeah,
I don't want to follow Alex Jones. I want to be Alex Jones.
There's a pretty large contingent of this conspiracy crowd that thinks that Alex Jones is a plant from the government to discredit conspiracies.
I've seen people claim that Mario was a member of the Illuminati and, like, you know, totally faking it.
Sure.
So it just keeps going, you know, further and further and further down the hierarchy.
That's why they'll never have a cogent movement, you know, because the second that one of them disagrees with anything anyone else says, it's not a mere disagreement. It's, oh my God, that person's repressing the truth.
They're all paranoid and delusional. Of course they can't all agree on anything.
Yeah, like, there's never going to be, like, a paranoid maniacs united, because as soon as
You're an Illuminati spy! No, you are!
Yeah, because, I mean, it's just always going to self-destruct.
Paranoid maniacs united. Dude, that should be like a skit where, like, you know, like, everyone plays a character and they're all paranoid against one another, and they act like they form alliances and shit, but then just stab each other in the backs in the end.
Yeah, man.
Dude.
It'd be great.
Yes.
I just want to see the meeting, like, have somebody stand up at the podium and be like, all right, let's bring this meeting to order, and then somebody out in the audience like, who elected you, King?
Yeah.
Step down from the podium, King George. I'm the living man.
Yep.
Yeah, these guys they're never going to mean anything for that exact reason. They can't possibly cooperate. They can't trust anyone, even each other.
Yeah, they can only have sycophants. That's all they can have.
Into waking up.
Thanks, Alex. I don't know if you can necessarily just classify Alex Jones as right-wing. I mean, like, he's definitely more right-wing, but he's not any sort of traditional conservative by any stretch of the imagination. He's way out there.
These little things, though, that exist in the, like, right-wing subculture, he's with them. You know what I mean? So, like, the little droplets of shit that he throws out there, not everybody bites everything. But, like, he was a big part of this whole, like, baby parts are being kept alive in a dungeon underneath Planned Parenthood. Like, he started that, almost.
Yeah, but the only person who really ran with that part of the narrative that I can remember was that stupid Carly Fiorini or whatever the hell her stupid name was.
Yeah. She's that difficult to remember.
And it was I mean, like, that got so lambasted. And for some reason, the press still has the ability to destroy anyone else, but Trump they can't destroy.
Not from a lack of trying.
That's why they want to destroy him, because they don't. I mean, say what you want about Trump, but they don't own him. So
why is he so bulletproof?
I think he's just tapped into the American id. I literally think he came at the right time when people were just frustrated by career politicians and do nothing people, and they start this whole like corporate ownership thing started to become something on both sides of the aisle. You know, people were like, man, this guy's just a corporate fucking whore. He just came at that right fucking moment and tapped into that fucking little kid on the playground and a bunch of people.
To me, it seems almost like the worst possible reaction because it's like, man, big business owns and runs this country. Who's going to solve it? I know, a big businessman. It's like, what? Isn't that just like, I mean, like, the wolves keep getting in. I know, we'll let the wolves in to protect us.
Okay, well, think about Trump supporters, though. These are people that already buy into Trump's narrative. So if someone attacks Trump, he's like, that's just the mainstream media. It's a bunch of lobbyists. They hate me. And they're going to be, yeah, so they're going to choose to listen to Trump.
Isn't the problem,
the
problem is he has a fucking point. Like, the media, like, there's plenty of valid attacks against Trump, but there's plenty of fucking ones that are just ridiculous and so transparently you're just trying to fucking manipulate what's going on in the country. I feel like the media's problem is they constantly try to make the news, not just report it. They want to be like an active participant in forming what's going to happen by influencing opinions and shit.
Yeah. Yeah, they exaggerate the news a lot. Do you remember the fucking balloon boy story?
Oh, God.
Like, there was nothing going on, like literally nothing going on. There was no boy on a balloon.
If you watch coverage of an event, the most you need to watch for almost any event is 30 minutes, unless like there's a lot of breaking things that are going on. Like, okay, it's like the election night, so another state's come in or something. Like, I'll see them cover shootings, and they'll say the same shit for an hour, and it's like, we don't need to watch anymore. They're just reiterating the same points.
They do that, like on like a 30-minute cycle. All right, next one here. Mark Burns, abortion rights is black genocide.
Okay.
So if you have, so the fact that people have abortion rights, that is contributing to black genocide.
Okay.
What really vexes me, especially those of us in the African American community, and again, I don't really want to get back and forth to bashing one candidate over another, but I do think, especially those of us in the African American community, how we are so quick to oftentimes vote based off of feelings and not facts, and how the Democratic Party, led right now by our current president, who I'm not going to dishonor because he deserves the right to be honored. But I don't believe in his views as a politician. And now Hillary Clinton coming behind him to really carry on the race.
You know, even if it's like just totally feigned, I do kind of like the old-fashioned sort of like, I disagree with Obama, but I'm going to honor him because he is still my president.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really think many people feel that way about the presidency anymore.
No.
I definitely don't.
The African American community is rallying behind Hillary Clinton, not realizing that one of her very main platform is the right to choose, which really, I believe, is the extermination of.
So black people don't know that the Democrats are predominantly pro-choice?
I think they do.
I'm pretty sure they grasp that.
I'm pretty sure they don't show up to vote just like, we're the Democratic positions. I don't know. I'm just going to vote for them.
That's just what we do. We're black people. We vote Democrat.
Or genocide of many of the African American community.
I agree with you.
That over 40 African Americans make up about 13 to 14% of the population, but over 40% of aborted babies were done by African American women.
Okay, but why is that? I mean, if that's true, you have to delve deeper into that than simply just saying, it's just their race.
It's a genocide. It's not genocide.
Well,
There's no external force coming in and saying, let's murder 40% of the black population or something. It's not 40% of the black population. It's 40% of all abortions, I guess.
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
We're gonna wipe out a huge chunk of the black babies. Like if someone external was coming and doing that, that'd be one thing. But literally every group of women, whether you believe in abortion rights or not, every group of women has that same right. White women have just as much right to abortion as Hispanic women, as black women. You know, everyone has the same equal right towards abortion. So how can you say it's like targeting black people? The reason it probably disproportionately affects them is because so many black people are so poor they don't want to have kids. They can't afford to have kids.
Yeah, well, you know what the black community needs to solve its very particular problems are more unwanted children, more unplanned pregnancies carried to fruition, and more children being brought up in households with people that don't want them, never wanted them, can't take care of them. That's what you need more of. So stop this abortion shit. Look, people are fucking. Like, we need to. I feel like there are a lot of people in this country that can't come to grips with that. Like, teenagers are fucking right now as
This
we're doing
very
this
moment,
show.
yeah. A lot of them are fucking.
happening.
Some might even be listening to the show while they're
Hey, there's
fucking.
80-year-olds fucking
Yeah.
while we're doing this show. Fucking just happens.
But I'm talking about, like, teen pregnancy gets brought up a lot with abortion and shit.
Sure,
And it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
people are fucking. What you need to do is stop making up spurious accusations about Planned Parenthood and start funding it properly, so we can intervene before the pregnancy and people won't have to get abortions.
They don't
Make
even
it
like
easy to get condoms and birth control.
Well, these people are just encourages
Genocide.
sex.
Paul is pro-genocide.
I mean, of course, what encouragement is needed? Like, it's your main biological drive. That's about all the fucking impetus you need. It doesn't need.
Giving out condoms encourages sex. Have you ever had sex with a condom on? Yeah, what I want to do is put my dick in this chick, but I really need the added bonus of having a big piece of latex wrapped around. Like, how are you encouraging sex by giving out... Sex doesn't need encouragement. It's awesome. It's fun. Everybody wants to do it. And they're going to
Except
keep
for
doing
asexuals.
Bunyip.
Fuck them. They don't count, especially Bunyip.
Well, the problem is you don't fuck them, Paul.
Yeah.
That's true.
Those could have been future black doctors, future black lawyers, future
Could have
black.
been the future black Hitler. Who fucking knows?
Yeah, I mean,
who knows?
This weird potential argument, like, ooh, it could have been this. Like, yeah, well, the sperm that you fucking shot into the bathroom tissue could have potentially gone on to be the fucking greatest poet of all time or some shit.
He doesn't do that, TJ. He doesn't.
does do
He
that.
does not spill his seed.
Yes, he does.
No, the Bible forbids it.
You'll be struck down if you do, TJ.
He just says sorry to baby Jesus afterwards.
Scientists, future black presidents that could have had opportunity to be great in the black community, but yet they never had an opportunity.
What about all the sperm that swim into the mother but don't make it? Those could have been the future black president.
Yeah, how dare those sperm compete against each other like that?
Yeah, and only one of them makes it.
It's fucked.
You've got to learn to control your ejaculation to one sperm per ejaculation.
Don't waste a single potential life.
Well, you kind of need to. That's how it works.
Kind of funny. I don't know. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, dude, that is kind of a funny idea, though, dude. A guy like busted a nut and one little sperm like squirming out. Oh!
That is pretty
maybe
awesome.
I'm just high, though.
No, that is pretty hilarious.
It's great.
I see it in my
Millions
mind.
of babies that have been killed by a institution that was designed to destroy the African American communities, the future generations of black people. But yet
I'm
we're
assuming
so
you're talking about
quick to
Planned
rout even
Parenthood?
other pastors. It
That's
saddens me.
That's their
to
goal.
watch.
Destroy the black community. And I remember, like, if you actually read literature about them, it's like our goal: destroy the black community through genocide.
I went to Planned Parenthood once with my ex-wife when we first started dating. A condom broke and she was ovulating, so we went down and got Plan B. And there was this little old grandmother there who was so nice and talked my ex-wife through the whole thing, made her feel comfortable and stuff. I could really tell that old woman volunteering her time at the Planned Parenthood clinic and helping my wife through something was really there to destroy the fucking black community.
Obviously, yes.
She's probably one of the people that helps to keep the babies alive while they harvest their flesh.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Was that too anecdotal? Should I have just kept that one to myself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, Paul.
Milo would be upset, but luckily Milo's not here. All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in 10 minutes. Stay on the line, Paul.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, TJ, sir.
Shut up.
Downtown, hobo on the ground, says he got a probe. No, I got my chode, but no, that's sick. If I want a dick, I can get a dick. And I like the metal stick with the little drip drip without the knob on the top and all the stickiness. And I know the satisfaction of a man, don't get me wrong. Wires the eyes, and baby doesn't turn me on. Like when a man tries to beat me, take off my hobo clothes, and then he tries to feed me. Cracking them out, put in the mouth, sexual sound, make scream out. Then I'll be the hobo universe. Talk about standing in the street, getting bent over a vent. Looking forward to the probing experience. Get the move, dude, use it for the back in action. Stick it in and watch the hobo's ass contraction. Hobo, 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 hobo. Anal, 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 probing. Probing, 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 probing. Hobo, anal, probing. Chillin' at home, watching the tube, sorting a boner for the killing of the hobos in the vicinity of the phone. Feeling good, looking out the window. Looking down the alley for a dirty old hobo. Yeah, I like the anal probe and shoving like the dirty dozen. Says the ladies in the dress, baby's mama said it's cause make me feel like a hobo. Tie me down for anal probe and tossing over with foot running out my ass. Think it's funny. Take a look, you fucking bust you in the nuts like you're my lover. Fucking dirty hobo dick, it's also like the sucker trip. Think twice about your trip, the hobo probe with confidence. Building up the mean or something lonely, but you're fucking hobo, 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 anal, 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 anal. Robin, 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 hobo, anal, probing. Fuck that, I ain't no tool, bitch. I'm a hobo with two motherfucking fists. And feel that rim shot, big cock in your mouth, fuck, thinking master the anal probe. Greasy, 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 grease it up. Stick it, stick it, stick it, stick it in. Slide it up and down, slide it up and down. Slide it all around. Greasy, 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 grease it up. Stick it, stick it, stick it, stick it in. Slide it up and down, slide it up and down. Slide it all around. Greasy, 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 grease it up. Stick it, stick it, stick it, stick it in. Slide it up and down, slide it up and down. Slide it all around. Greasy, 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 grease it up. Stick it, stick it, stick it, stick it in. Slide it up and down, slide stick it in, slide it up and down, slide it up and down. Hobo, 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 hobo. Anal, 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 anal. Rubbin, 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 rubbin. Hobo, anal, rubbin.
Tell me how to eat it right, how to save the flavor. All night with my peaches and cream on my body, I dream of you, girl. Tell me how to treat it right. I lick your pussy all night, and I am policing dreams with my face in your cream, with details to come. And I believe with your pussy, and I will eat your pussy clean. Tell me that you'll be my girl. Tell me that you'll be my world. Tell me that you'll be that slut in my dreams that I want you to be. Tell me that you'll suck my dick. Tell me that you'll lick, lick, lick. Tell me that you'll rock my cock like a whore and never stop. Never stop. Never stop. Tell me how to stick it right, how to poke you in the pokey and feel tight with my dick clean from your mouth servicing. Let's go, girl. And I believe when your pussy, and I will scream when your pussy. Tell me that you'll be my girl. Tell me that you'll be my world. Tell me that you'll be that slut in my dreams that I want you to be. Tell me that you'll suck my dick. Tell me that you'll lick, lick, lick. Tell me that you'll rock my cock like a whore and never stop. Never stop. Never stop. You know I'll wait for you to break your dawn. You know I'll wait by your window till the moon is undone. You know I'll wait by your back door down and scream until you come outside and see me while kids are making playing in the sun. Well, I got my rights, I pay my bills, I got my know-how. When I never like to get my hands dirty, I got it all figured out. When I never play out the game with a chick, got to a change that bring me neither rich fucking no fame. Because I just want me a motherfucker, yeah. Thinking I just want me a motherfucker, yeah. Going to parties all night, the gates of our room fight. Saying I just want me a motherfucker, yeah. Thinking I just want me a motherfucker, yeah.
Then she said, let me tie you to the bed. And I agreed happily, I was getting a piece. And when she was done, she pulled out her penis. When I started to scream, like she beat on me. She shit on my chest and rubbed my dick with it. She said, bitch, you better watch your size. Suck your cock clean. And with utter disgust, I was hard as fuck as she gobbled my novel with the shit still clinging to her chin as she started to begin. Eat my shit off my dick. And she started to moan like she was getting boned. She was a man, just a shitty man. I thought she could help me, set some of my demons free, until she made my ass bleed all night long. So I pissed on her face just to mark my place, and she giggled and laughed like she was all horny. Cocaine like a whore. She smoked a little bit, admitted, smoked up all her shit. Now she can't even stand on her feet again. Dada beat her, mama fucked her for all she was worth. Now she can't even give birth to the child she wanted with the boy she adored. Because she's called the whore, she's called the whore. Just see what she started. Joey always said she was a little thick in the hips, and she'd get wasted and try to have some kiss. And she fucked, 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 and she fucked. When she sat there crying, whether mother could laughing, her dad.
You know, I was in the drugstore the other day. I was walking down the razor aisle, and they'd locked a bunch of the razors in this big glass case, like my razors are in prison or something, and the prices were astronomical.
Why do you need razors anyway, TJ? You have a really long beard.
Well, you know, Ben, you can shave other things. I don't want to divulge too much detail, but, you know, there are other parts of my body that have hair.
Well, you should get your razors from Harry's.com. Why pay $32 for an 8-pack of blades when you can get them for half the price at Harry's.com? The Harry's starter set is an amazing deal. For just for $15, you can get a razor, moisturizing shave cream, and 3 razor blades.
Oh, yeah. I actually heard you can get $5 off their exquisitely crafted 5-blade German razors by using coupon code PEASANTS at checkout. Now, Harry's doesn't like to give this kind of discount because their prices are already so low. But we, the peasants, have worked out a special deal just for you guys. Harry's will give you $5 off your first order with promo code PEASANTS. So stop overpaying for a great shave. Go to harrys.com right now. That's HARRYS.com. Enter coupon code PEASANTS at checkout. $5 off. Get your entire starter pack for $10. Harrys.com. Remember that.
Do it now.
Yeah.
Remember.
High octane Harry's razor blade.
Remember $15 too.
Yeah. $15. Well, no, it's actually $10 once they get $5 off with coupon code PEASANTS.
Holy shit.
It's awesome. You're going to do that, aren't you guys? Yeah. But out.
What else are you shaving, TJ?
You don't need to know that, Paul.
I
You
kinda
know?
want to know.
I like a shorn bottom, Paul.
You do that with a razor?
Yeah, man.
I've always had like an aversion to putting a razor on my ass pucker.
Well, you don't. I just mostly get the cheeks, the stuff that's inside the crack, whatever,
Got it.
That's fine. I'll eat that by itself.
I thought you were weeding all the way around the gopher hole.
No, I just do some light edging around there,
Oh.
I get that joke.
Paul thought we were broadcasting our ad script to everybody.
What are you
I did. I'm
ad?
sorry,
What are
I
you
panicked
talking
for a
about?
second.
You talking about
I'm
that
watching
completely random
natural conversation
about Harrys.com? That was so natural to us and not an advertisement.
That's why I was worried. That's why I sent the message. Just to
Yeah,
make sure.
I know. No, yeah, at that point, no one could see that. They could just see, the Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas looking thing that we had up.
You guys have no idea how cool it is to be backstage at the Peasants. Oh,
Yeah, wow.
you get all the extra little perks.
You ain't on backstage. You're on fucking Skype.
It's the Peasants equivalent of backstage.
It is kind of like backstage because he sees when we pop this out and make it so that he can all the controls are here.
Yeah, I guess that's true. You can see the controls and all that.
Yeah,
crap. That is pretty neat.
I try to keep that full screen as much as possible though, so that they don't they can see everything more clearly. It's kind of weird because for so many episodes before that, they didn't even see us, any guest we had or anything like that.
Yeah, because we didn't have enough monitors back then.
Yeah, and I want to change the layout so that, we're all in a box kind of like the size that we are right now. Obviously, we can do that with Paul. We did that on the last episode.
Yeah, and we can stack each other. We can be stacked.
Yeah.
Like one of the fucking line pieces in Tetris. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Neat.
Anyway, we're done with this guy's video, so we might as well watch something else.
Absolutely. We are going to watch something else.
Gonna watch something else. Oh, shit. Wait, is Tommy in this? He might sue us. Okay, good. He's not in it.
No manatee this time.
Oh, God.
Oh, fucking
I didn't look directly at it.
We need a new one where it's nobody but Tommy Sotomayor and then a manatee version of him at the end.
Yeah, that should be the new Crazy People segment. Get to work on that, Drunken Peasants audience.
Yeah, because even though most of the people in the Crazy People intro are deplorable douchebags, I still like all of them better than Tommy Sotomayor.
Yeah, why would you not?
So there you
Oh,
go.
well,
At this point, yeah.
Everybody except Unfunny Comedian. I loathe him more than any other person.
I don't know. His bitch boy slap fight kind of redeemed him for me.
Yeah.
What can I say?
Once we envisioned Bitch Boy Slap Fight, I finally realized where he belongs in this world. Even if he never does it, I at least know where he's supposed to be.
He needs to fucking do it if he wants my fucking forgiveness.
Okay, well, Scotty's got a more stringent standard,
I even put
All right.
Jim Ass above fucking Unfunny Comedian on my hierarchy, and that's saying something because I fucking despise
And
Jim.
Paul just naturally hates Jim Ass. They're just natural enemies to the core.
I can't stand him.
Hate. Throbbing, hard, erect hate. What's the first video of the Crazy People segment?
This that one guy, Joseph Martelli.
Joseph Martelli.
You know.
Lesbian Island guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So he's going to talk about Tommy Sotomayor and us.
Yay.
Joseph Martelli here. Hey. You know, I got to agree with Tommy Sotomayor.
Of course you do.
Huh?
The Drunken Peasants,
Sotomayor.
they do take other people's content, put it in their podcast, and of course they got advertised.
Podcast. It is a podcast.
It is a podcast. Go to iTunes and go to comedy podcasts and look who's in the top 200 comedy podcasts.
Top 200 comedy podcasts. Woo!
We're in it constantly. Usually anywhere between, the top 100 and then down low to 150.
The point is,
sorry that reality.
We around,
disagrees with
bitch. It's
a
not
podcast.
It is a podcast. It's not a It's not a podcast. It's an actual podcast.
I agree with Tommy.
I agree with Tommy. They've been mean to me too. Yeah. Well, why don't you fucking sit back and watch what happens to fucking Tommy?
And they got the subscriptions and the subs to be able to get money off this advertising, because then they can use other people as their subjects. And if somebody does flag them because of their content being in there, isn't that legal? I mean, I'm not making no money off of YouTube. Never made one dime. They're getting paid off of content with me in it as well.
Yeah, you don't make any money because your videos by themselves are boring as shit. And we actually have to be part of them for anyone to even find them remotely entertaining.
Maybe you'll notice that when you do a video and you put it up and it's just you talking, no one watches it. But for some reason, when the four of us are commenting on it, all of a sudden people are interested. I wonder why that could be. Maybe it's because we're fucking entertainers and you're just some boring fucking guy with an opinion.
Under this guy's standard and these people, their fucking standards, most content on YouTube that was really popular would be gone, because gaming content is really big on YouTube. And if you don't have, he's saying, if you don't have permission from the copyright holder, you should not be able to play these games. How many YouTube channels would just be gone?
How many movie review channels?
How many movie review channels will be gone? So
Honest trailers would be gone. I mean, everything. I mean, there's so much content on YouTube.
What about Watch Mojo?
Yeah, Watch Mojo. Well, that might actually be good if Watch Mojo was gone.
I know, but I'm just saying.
They're Canadian, so it'd be okay. Actually.
They get away with it, and they use clips from everyone. They used clips from your videos.
They did.
I mean, you didn't see TJ run in to be like, they're making money off of me.
I can't believe it. I'm not.
Yeah.
They're using me as part of their video, but I'm not making a dime. What the fuck?
I'm suing.
This is bullshit, you guys.
Coming from this guy, it's even dumber too. He's like,
right, because at least you can make an argument that I'm going to attract someone to the video.
Yeah, it's like you're telling me that somebody has found a way to make my unwatchable, unmarketable, garbagey bullshit entertaining, and they're using that on their fucking channel. Yes, it's publicly available, Joseph. You're doing a vlog.
Which you publicly released. Publicly released.
But do what you got to do. I'm just going to speak the truth. I think the Drunken Peasants are complete and utter buffoons anyway.
This is your opinion.
At these four
This is not the
clowns
truth.
on there. I mean, come on now. They better not ever have me on, because, I mean, the debate of me versus these four white boys, these silly drunken white boys.
So now you're doing it? Oh, man, you must watch Tommy Sotomayor all the time. You're calling us white, dude. You're white.
You literally made a video.
He's cutting a terrible promo against us. These four white boys, I'd knock them out in the first round.
You made a video where you said that if we put all the gay people on an island, there'd be no more gay people, forgetting the fact that gay people aren't born when two gay people have sex. They're born when two straight people have sex.
Yeah, 100% of the time that a gay person is born, it's because straight people had sex.
Or gay people had sex they didn't want to have to fucking cover up their actual sexuality.
Yeah, I would argue that's a pretty small percentage.
That is a pretty small percentage.
It does happen, but yeah.
Yeah, most of the time, the vast majority of gay people are born to straight people, so putting up all the gays on an island is going to get rid of exactly one generation of gays. This is a very simple, easy to understand thing that if I explained it to
Also,
a
what
fucking
about
second grader,
bisexuals?
they'd get it.
What about bisexuals? Where do you put them?
We already went through all this.
Yeah, I know.
In that video,
That's what I'm saying. His argument is ridiculous. That's the
But I mean, the fact that the person who made that terrible, ridiculous, intellectually bankrupt, shitty argument is fucking sitting before us and telling us he would wipe the floor with us is incredible. You couldn't even wipe the floor with a fucking mop.
It would be so funny. But, yeah.
I think he was the one that wiped up the floor with a mop in the back of the porn store.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, he used his tongue for that.
Oh.
Yeah. I just see them as sissies. I see them as nothing more than sissies in
Some
the back
ad
of porn
hominems.
stores. That's all I view them
Ad
as, especially
hominem.
the Amazing Atheist. I've seen some pictures of him. Oh my goodness, he's like fat as hell, and he's like, you know, he ain't got no muscle at all. Who the fuck is he talking about?
Unlike you.
Okay.
I actually mistook this guy for The Rock the first time I saw him. You know, or Arnold Schwarzenegger. I was like, damn, dude. That's why you're wearing a bag-ass fucking hoodie.
I don't remember any time in I've ever said, like, I am muscular. The main thing I take pride in is my physical fitness and my athletic prowess. Like, if I was out there making those claims, maybe you'd have a point. Like, I've seen what you look like, and you fat and flabby. It's
Dude, this is like a middle school attack. Hey, Tita, you're fat.
Man, if I was on your podcast, I'd destroy him. First, I'd go to the Amazing Atheist, and I'd point out something that no one's ever noticed. He's fat. And then he's just going to cry in the corner while I just fucking do a victory lap. It's like, what? I mean, like, what realm of delusion?
I don't think I've ever seen a softer, doughier looking dude like
I know.
unironically make fun of somebody else's physique.
Look
like,
at
Martelli, dude, you've got a double chin just standing there. That's
He's
not
sitting,
good.
I think.
Is he I hope he's sitting, because if not,
I think he's sitting.
Okay, hope
He must be sitting. If he's not sitting, then he's like 4'3".
He's
Look where
sitting.
he is on that door frame.
His webcam is just angled up.
The hell's he running his mouth like he's anything special?
Yeah.
So if he's gonna put me in his podcast, this is the Amazing Atheist. This will be satire, and you will hear dirty jokes, and even this and shut the fuck up, Amazing Atheist. You're a stupid bitch.
Okay, I'm not gonna shut up.
He
actually.
totally refuted you, TJ. Shut up.
Stupid.
I talk like this. This is how I
You're a
talk, you
stupid
guys. I'm the
bitch.
Amazing Atheist. This is how I talk, because I'm fucking stupid. Hey, Scotty. How you doing over there, Scotty? It's me, the Amazing Atheist.
Shut the fuck up, TJ.
Okay, Scotty, I respect
one likes
that.
you.
Yeah, okay. Hey, Ben, how you doing? I'm the Amazing Atheist.
Hello, Amazing
Nice to meet
Atheist.
you. That's the wrong
Yes.
hand, but okay, I
Yes.
got you. Yeah, man, I'm the Amazing Atheist. Who's that fat fuck up in the corner?
Oh, that's just me, Amazing Atheist.
Oh, hi, me. How you doing?
Doing
Peace.
okay, Amazing Atheist.
That's it. Okay, well,
Yeah.
you pwned us, dude.
Done.
No, we got no recourse
Drop
now.
the fucking mic.
Wow.
Oh, dude.
I
Defeated.
agree with Tommy Sotomayor. Amazing Atheist is a fucking sissy queer.
He's fat and he's dumb.
He's dumb and he's fat. Yeah.
Peace.
Yeah, shit. At least I grew a beard to hide my dumb
What a
shit.
fucking irrefutable, airtight argument. I have nothing to say. He just wins.
He does win. That was beautiful. I don't even know how we can continue, but somehow we will. We will recover from the wounds inflicted by what's his name again?
Joseph Martelli.
Joseph, who gives a fuck?
Oh, it's forgettable Mick. No one gives a shit. Right.
Joseph Martelli. Yeah. What a weirdo.
What a fucking
TJ, were we supposed to do the weigh-in tonight, brother?
We'll do it fucking Friday.
Ah, it keeps getting pushed back. I'm ready to go.
He's running scared, Paul. He's
No,
running
I don't.
scared.
We're just giving you a few more days to prepare.
Oh,
Paul.
yeah. I don't know, TJ. You seem like
Giving
you're
you a
scared.
few more days to prepare.
I'm actually, you know what, TJ? I hate to say this, but I'm going to predict Paul's probably going to win.
No.
Look, I've been around.
He does
you.
have the advantage.
I've seen the way
He does, because he has more to lose.
Ben, TJ's been eating really poorly lately, so.
Dude, I know.
I don't think so.
I know, like the.
Well, I'm trying to pack on. Scotty told me I should try to pack on weight before we do this thing, so
okay,
I
that's
can
your
lose it
excuse
quickly.
now. That's your excuse. This is for the contest.
It is for the contest.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see.
TJ, we drove through a fucking blizzard to get Arby's at 3 a.m. Like, there's no mask.
Hey.
We both eat like shit.
Hey, but you know what, Paul? You were. I wouldn't have done that if it was just me.
Dude.
It was you were an enabler of my shit.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah.
Listening to TJ eat cereal from another room is crazy because you just hear the cereal the cereal itself pouring into the bowl for like 5 minutes, like ching, 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 ching,
Okay.
and then you just hear this crazy like slurping / he's like drinking and chewing at the same time, like.
If the audience wants a visual, imagine a light trying to escape a black hole, and that's fucking cereal trying to escape TJ's fucking mouth.
It's true.
It does not happen.
And you know what?
I've seen him finish a giant bowl of cereal in a fucking minute. And I'm like, how the fuck do you do that?
And
I've legitimately watched him do it.
But you know what I'll do too is I'll finish it and then I'll have like the milk and the cereal standing by so I can just add more and keep going.
So you eat like 5 bowls of cereal in like a fucking 10-minute span. I'm like, how the fuck do you even do this, dude? Who even likes cereal this fucking much?
Me, apparently. I fucking love cereal.
I don't eat cereal.
Ben doesn't eat it. I eat it. I love it.
It's okay, but it's not like fucking I need to devour it.
Dude, you know, my favorite cereal is fucking peanut butter crunch, but honestly, if I eat that a lot, like it'll fucking destroy the fucking roof of my mouth.
You know what? One time, when on the first episode that we were discussing this weigh-in shit, some retard left a comment that was like, "Shut up, Scotty and Ben. You guys are fat too, and at least Paul and TJ have an opinion."
What do you mean we have an opinion?
I don't know.
Everyone here has opinions. I don't get it.
Wrecked. Ben, we're wrecked.
Scotty, you have no opinions. Ben,
I never realized.
You have no opinions.
Thank you for letting me know that.
I mean, I think maybe you guys are less opinionated, but that doesn't mean you have no opinions. I don't understand the person out there who's like
fucking opinions. The guy's a fucking moron.
See, that's an opinion right there. In Scotty's opinion, your opinion that he has no opinions is moronic.
Exactly. And
you do the peanut butter crunch maneuver where you get some in your mouth, right, with milk,
Yeah.
and you let them get a little soggy, and then you like suck all the milk out of them.
No, I can't. I don't have the patience for that. Look, what Ben said about me eating cereal is accurate.
He inhales.
I literally inhale it like. Blah, 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 blah. You know that thing in Transformers? I think 2. Maybe it was 3. The fucking big suction-y thing. That's me eating cereal.
He drinks what he can and then chews when he needs to. Basically.
And I literally like, I'll be like a squirrel with like both cheeks popping out to the brim, filled with.
You have a fucking snake jaw, so you like unhinge your jaw. So
And then
your
there's
jaw's
like
this
there's
fucking
like
big.
there's like a whole fucking dairy
You see
farm's
this
worth
fist?
of milk stuck in his beard.
Remember this fist that was in your ass, Paul?
How could I forget?
I can fit this entire fist in my mouth.
Put it in there.
All right.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, he got it in there. That's fucking gross. Wow.
I have a giant fucking maw, dude.
Oh.
I can eat people alive. I can eat people alive.
You're like an anaconda.
Yes.
He just unhinged his jaw to get his
I can. I can literally unhinge my jaw.
Oh, God.
So, yeah.
Wow.
I want to see you eat an ostrich egg whole.
Maybe.
Just like a snake.
Here's a video.
I don't know if it'll fit down my throat, though.
Here's a video about the shooting that happened in Southern Ohio last month. Here's a video, of course, about how it was fake.
Right, every time.
Hey, Truth Seekers. Welcome back. Zach here. Today's February 29th, 2016, Leap Day. In the mainstream media, one of the major headlines is that there's been another shooting at a school, this time in Middletown, Ohio. They're saying it's a junior/high school. This is another shooting coded by the numbers. If you're new to my channel, I have been exposing since 2013 that the mainstream media is reporting shootings that are truly police drills where no one is injured, no one is hurt. But instead of reporting it as a police drill, what the media does is reports that it's a tragedy, that it's a real shooting.
Why?
And this is, you know, complete tyranny, complete deception, complete dishonesty put on by our federal government, our local police.
So, all right, this is a very bold claim. I'm assuming that you're going to provide evidence of this.
I don't think he realizes how bold it is. It's so bold that my friend, a guy who I just know in my personal life, who happens to live in this town and have a sister that went to this school, called me worried as fuck, waiting out in front of the school with a bunch of police surrounding
False flag, Paul.
absurd.
That was just a drill, Paul. You don't have no friend. You're a liar.
You're right. You're right.
How much is the government paying you, Paul?
How much is Uncle Sam paying you for this fucking testimonial, Paul?
On the payroll. I'm one pay grade under the people that hook the electrodes up to the baby fetuses.
Wow. You're trying to work your way up to that, though.
Yeah. I really want that cushy fetus reanimation position. It's really just a kickback job.
That's awesome.
National media. Since 2013, every single shooting that has been reported in the mainstream media has been the exact same as what I'm about to show you. If you're new to my channel, please take the time to watch my many other videos. I have documented every single shooting up to this point and shown how they're all coded by the same pattern and the same numbers
so you went to
again
these
and again.
places.
Since the very first video I put out, I've said to look for the number 47. It is a signature of the Freemasons and the Zionists who are responsible for this conspiracy. So anyhow, today's date, February 29th, 16, a date with 47 numerology.
Wow.
Ohio is one of 2 states with a gematria of 47. The other is Nevada.
Yeah, gematria.
Middletown, the city it took place in, sums to
47.
47 in Pythagorean gematria.
Oh.
I also refer to
I guess
this as
if you don't get 47, you just switch to a new gematria, whatever the fuck that is. It's like, okay, didn't get 47 this way, but I switched it around and I found a way it's 47.
Oh, and look, lunchroom. Lunchroom. What if it was cafeteria? Oh.
Then you just got to switch to a new...
Find a new fucking word that matches my bullshit.
Geometria, or whatever the fuck word he was using.
This is just a classic example of making the evidence fit your claim.
This reminds me of that part of South Park where Cartman stands in front of the class and just fucking fiddle fucks around with some numbers and poof, Kyle did 9/11.
the small method. This method is the big method. But Ohio and Middletown, both words having gematria 47.
Okay.
They're also saying this shooting took place in the lunchroom. Lunchroom has gematria of 47, fitting the overall theme. In 2014, there was a shooting at Marysville High School in Washington State, not far from where I live, which also took place in the lunchroom. That shooting also heavily coded with 47.
Wow.
Well, it's not a shooting. It's not a shooting, though, according to him. Why does he even call them shootings?
Of dangerous international fucking criminals that are running everything leave a bunch of little breadcrumbs on every crime they commit for idiots like you to broadcast to the world. You fucking retard.
Just because they want to fuck with people like him.
Paul, he has sight beyond sight. He just sees things you and I don't see.
That's just their way of putting their signature on the crime, you know, but they got to make it subtle enough that people like us, idiot skeptics, will deny it's there. But people like this, they see the fucking patterns. They're not afraid to fucking let the truth be out there.
Or the stacks of dead bodies from shootings, you know, that doesn't factor into reality
Let me
at all.
ask you a question.
Bunch of crisis actors.
You ever seen these dead bodies from these shootings?
There's actually footage you can see online.
Have you ever actually seen them in person?
No, neither has he.
Did you ever see those people get shot in person? Do you know for a fact they were shot 100% without any shred of doubt whatsoever?
No. That's impossible.
All right, well then it's a conspiracy.
That's pretty much impossible.
It's a conspiracy. Conspiracy.
Okay.
It's a fucking conspiracy.
Room in simple English gematria sums to 119. This is identical to Middletown. Middletown, the big way, is 119. The small way, 47. As for the shooter, they're saying his name is James Austin Hancock.
Right.
And I am sure...
Okay, so he fiddle fucks around with some numbers, does some hocus pocus, and all of a sudden there's recurring numbers, and it means something for no reason.
Right.
That's what it boils down to.
Yep.
He found a geometria calculator. It's right there in his fucking tabs. I'm going to go to that geometria calculator and see what other conspiracies I can
What if that's just a calculator provided to you by the federal government to throw you off the scent of the real enemy, the tares?
I thought the real enemy was the Jesuits.
Inspired by
shit.
Patricia
Ah,
Smith.
shit.
Another black boy got killed today. And he was my brother,
Okay.
but not. And he was my son. If there is a word for being rebirthed, unborn, if he can have not been yet and just have been at the same time, another.
Wait a minute. I really want to untangle that fucking perfect gymnastics there. If I can have not been before I was, but can also be before I am, but in also being, be not being when I was. What was that? What the fuck? Do you expect anybody to follow that fucking tongue twister?
I'm following it right into the fucking garbage can where it belongs.
Paul, it's not supposed to make sense. They're just supposed to be outraged. Come on. Don't you know any better?
I mean, that was weird. That was just gibberish. Does that mean anything? Like, someone diagram those sentences and see what they mean. White man always trying to diagram all sentences.
Black girl got killed today, and she was sick. Like me, I got killed today. If there is a word for being in this body, alive, but also in another body, to feel another body lose its body and to return to one's own, alive,
You can't
but
do
knowing.
that. There is a word for that, actually. Crazy.
Well, yeah.
I mean, like, this is basically
You can
just
empathize
like,
with
okay.
someone that is killed.
Yeah, I mean, like, every time a black person anywhere is victimized, no, that doesn't transfer unto you. Like, we're so, like, you're not the Borg. You're not so interconnected that, oh, shit, you hurt one of us, you hurt us all. No, you're individuals. Stop trying to convince yourself that you're, like, everyone's personal tragedy is like something that bears down on you because you happen to share skin pigmentation with them.
She is Loquisha of feminism.
Death now like a thing it lived through because it did. Another black fill in the blank got killed today. Is there a word for reliving someone else's trauma, but also it is your trauma because your body is still everyone else's body, even...
You know, I mean, it's kind of an insult to people who are actually victimized to say, like, you know,
Try to
I'm
make it about themselves.
I'm just as victimized by this as you are. I feel the trauma that was inflicted upon you just as much as you do. It's like, no, you're basically trying to take their victimization and make it about you. Like, oh, yeah, it's really... You know, guys, I think we could all agree that deep down inside this is about me and how I feel.
Well, they're all special snowflakes. Of course, that has to be about them in some way.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I know every time some fucking hillbilly in Tennessee accidentally shoots himself in the leg while showing off his new gun from Walmart, my egg legs.
Egg leg eggs, too.
My egg leg, if it is to be, then I cannot be if I was.
When you are alone, even when your mother tells you you came out of her, you know you also came out of so many other dark holes, and you remember the casket.
What?
Just hers. You just came out of her dark hole.
What about the dark hole of American history?
Oh, yeah, that dark hole.
Yeah. Didn't think about that, did you?
Remember the casket as a door to a room you were told never to go in, even though your name is etched into its wood like an incantation. Is there a word for that? For I cried for an hour yesterday because America is the loneliest angry song I've ever heard and once knew all the words to. Is there a word for that?
Oh, this is so terrible.
For forgetting a song. Is there a word for forgetting when you've forgotten?
How insipid and cringeworthy.
This is like, you know, they need to like make fucking people in ISIS listen to this shit.
At Guantanamo.
Yeah.
I was going to say, don't
okay.
let ISIS hear this. They'll just hate us more. They'll just want to kill more of us.
Yeah,
They think
man.
this is what we're churning out.
This is we should weaponize this cringe.
They truly are the great Satan.
Insipid, self-aggrandizing bullshit.
It would be a great jihadi recruiting tool, I think.
It's like, look what these Americans are doing. Oh shit, I'm gonna join now. I'm not even Muslim. I'm still joining your cause.
The word itself, you just remember mourning this thing you knew once, the way you know how to hold your breath, and you hold your breath in your body and inhale in another, and suddenly a dead black fill in the blank is alive again.
What?
You know,
what is even going on with this narrative?
I guess that I'm just too stupid to understand this.
You are.
This is obviously beyond my pay grade.
You can't see beyond your own privilege.
It's true. I don't understand the black experience, so this is lost upon my ignorant white ears.
But really,
it's
it
beyond
is
my
just
comprehension.
you not having died yet.
Yeah.
And the world sighs, relieved, because it knows you will die soon anyway. Because what is a black body but not a body at all? Just maybe air. Just maybe a pinky promise white.
You know, the gibberish she's spewing reminds me of the shit that like homeless people say to themselves while they're like standing on
not
the
to
street
mention,
corner.
Most things are just empty space. Like most of reality is empty space. So yeah.
I took a breath.
Outgrew.
I took a breath and I woke up in another body. It's a white pinky promise. My body is a pinky promise. Yeah, you're right, dude. It does sound like somebody just rambling around downtown somewhere.
Yep.
Let's see.
Just maybe the seeing of the hunter, his rifle.
Just maybe the scene of the hunter, his rifle.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Pardon me, sir. You have to get off the street. You know.
Don't you see the hunter and his rifle?
Yeah. The cops are like shooting.
You know,
him
man,
away.
it's like you breathe,
Oh.
but your breath is someone else,
Don't take
man.
my rifle. Keep walking, buddy. Keep walking.
You know, when you victimize, man, when you crush their skulls, my skull is also crushed inside, man.
I am the ultimate victim.
Into the vortex of nothingness.
The forest.
The
deer.
man.
The sign that says it is not hunting season, seeing the hunter, his rifle, the forest, the dead deer, maybe that is it. But that is.
I guess she just saw Bambi last night or something. I don't know what's going on.
And rifle.
In the middle of my poem, I
is a
decided to
rifle.
recap the plot of Bambi to everyone.
Not a word. Is there a word for that? For being the thing that sees without a body to see through. For being a thing.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Who knows?
What
Man,
fucking
she is, like,
jibber jabber?
She's changed bodies so many times over the course of this poem. I don't even know who she thinks she is anymore. I don't even know who's speaking. Like,
Yeah.
what?
This is so muddled and garbage. I don't know what to do with this. This is just confusing. I can't even find a purchase within this poem.
It's not even a poem.
For being black. Is there a word in American for that?
In American. Sounds like you, TJ.
Yep.
Just an American menu.
English.
Shut up. Wow.
Why would you applaud
Someone
that?
said wow.
I mean, wow, that sucked.
Yeah, wow, incoherent rambling.
Oh, man.
That would be funny if somebody just piped up right at the end. Boo! That was fucking terrible!
Man, they would be kicked out so fast.
Dude, we gotta go to some of these. We gotta go to some of these, dude.
Dude,
we gotta make like a road trip and just travel to these like feminist poetry jams and wait.
Road trip. I'm sure they have them on Ohio State University campus. I guarantee it.
Yeah, dude.
Absolutely.
We'll listen to it and be very polite, and then at the end we'll be like, "Boo! That
sucked.
Boo!
That
you
was
dumb
fucking
bitch.
garbage."
Worst poem I ever heard. Worst. just be belligerent. Oh, it would be great.
And the great thing is, like, they're all too much like pussies to kick you out anyway. They'll just like throw shit at you. Just be like, "Fuck you, I'm staying." Want to hear the next poem? Maybe it'll be better.
Yeah, I'm just giving my feedback of the poem. Hopefully there'll be a good one.
This is a safe space. You gentlemen will have to leave.
Boo, feminism.
You'll have to leave.
Boo, read poetry somewhere else. Boo, liar. Liar, feminism, liar.
Rub-a-dub, rub-a-dub, rub-a-dub-dub. Get in the kitchen and get me some
You
grub,
guys
bitch.
want to reinforce the patriarchy.
Yeah, make me a
Reinforce patri-
fucking sandwich, you damn bitch. Sandwich rhymes with damn bitch, you see?
That'd be funny to... to start a restaurant called Patriarchy Burger, where like it's just all women working in the kitchen.
Yeah, they all gotta wear. They all gotta wear like slave outfits and shit too. And the only men are served at the restaurant. And
well, that would be illegal, but the other part of it really wouldn't be.
Okay, well, men are treated better at the restaurant. It's like they call you master and shit, but when another woman orders, they're just like, "What do you want? What do you want, bitch?" This is how this restaurant rolls. It's a theme restaurant. What you gonna do? Our theme is misogyny.
It just has a separate menu for women with less appealing shit on it.
Yeah.
That would be great.
The single piece of lettuce salad because you know your ass is too fat, bitch.
Yeah, we call that the Sarkeesian Caesar.
Damn.
All right, so shirts. You've got like 2 weeks on most of the campaigns. Some of them are a little shorter.
Paul, where the fuck is your shirt?
What shirt?
Where is your shirt? No, not your Dinor shirt. Talk about your shirt that's supposed to be at the store.
I sent all three of them to
passing
Ben.
the buck, huh? Where's the fuck is the shirt, Paul?
All right. Well, we'll see if it materializes on a shirt soon.
It better,
What am I supposed to do?
You're supposed to get it done, Paul. You're supposed to be a
I held
go-getter.
a Chinese man at gunpoint and forced him to draw it, and I sent it to Ben. What more do you want?
Is he
All
really
right, Paul. I'll
Chinese?
take a look and we'll see if it ends up on a shirt or not.
Is it a parrot?
We'll see.
Some people want a Paul shirt with a parrot on it.
A parrot.
Yeah, they want
Like
a
maybe
band.
me sitting on your shoulder or something.
No, what they really want is a band Paul shirt, but with
Paul.
like a little parrot icon underneath.
Yeah.
like all the
I could
band
probably
shirts.
make that happen easily.
Yeah, we should make that happen.
All right.
Sweet.
Can't make the actual good shirt happen though.
Yeah,
Gotta
we'll make
blame
that happen
one on
too.
Paul.
Shut up, Paul. Shut up, faggot.
So the image that you sent me, does it have like no background to it?
It's a shirt. I don't know. I
No.
I gave
It's
him
not
the
a shirt, Paul.
specifications that TJ sent me, and he sent me 3 things. You can go look. They're right there. They're great. I don't know if it's got no background or not.
We'll see, Paul.
I think they're all black background or white background.
We need no background.
Yeah, no
Paul.
background, Paul.
We need
I don't know
no
how that
fucking
works.
background.
We need just the image.
You need
Paul.
to tell him to do it. But anyway, there's a Paul shirt coming up, y'all. It's gonna be good when it actually gets done.
No, let's
It's
keep
awesome.
let's keep chastising Paul on the air. Paul.
Oh yeah, you can show them the shirt.
Yeah,
design.
sure.
Let them get them a little hyped. It's gonna be good.
Yeah, give him a little taste, man. I think it's pretty fucking
Yeah,
awesome.
it is pretty awesome. It's a Coolsville shirt.
Yes.
What does the sun
that's the-
never do in Coolsville, everyone? It never sets. That's right.
Never sets. It's always out.
Sun never sets in Coolsville.
There are several different colors too. There's one that's like black and white with pink Coolsville across the glasses. That's the one I'm getting if we release that one.
Yeah, I thought that one was pretty good. That was like a black background one. I liked that one. At least I think if we're thinking about the same one.
Yeah, that should be amazing.
Ah.
So are we?
Yeah, I guess the show's done run out of steam.
We got no more videos to watch?
No, we have more videos. We kind of had.
We have some time constraints we're dealing with.
Yeah.
It's about time for us to sign off. We're going to do kind of a shorter show tonight because we got such a late start. But we hope you guys will give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to, I guess you're probably, I mean, if you're subscribed to this channel, subscribe to this channel. If you're not subscribed to the Drunken Peasants channel, subscribe to the Drunken Peasants channel. Just subscribe to any channel that anyone is vaguely affiliated with.
Subscribe.
Do it.
Do it now.
And fuck Tommy Sotomayor and yeah. Peace
Fuck
out.
Tommy Sodomite.
The post show will return on Friday.
You're a fucking reprobate.
Yep. And just a reminder to everyone, Monday, Casey-tron. And people have been complaining about that being like, don't have Casey-tron on. Casey-tron
Well, it's not going to be next Monday. It's going to be the Monday after next.
Oh, yes. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
The 28th.
It's gonna be
Monday the 28th.
Yes.
Yeah, you guys are right. But yeah, we're going to have whoever we want on the show.
Is there complaining?
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
Too bad.
We're the deciders.
You guys,
Bitches.
don't worry. You guys will love it.
We fucking decide. Fuck you.
Casey Tron is going to get naked here on our show.
Yeah, right.
Oh, fuck yeah.
She's going to get butt-ass naked. Trust me.
Weigh in on Friday too, TJ. Motherfucker.
We both weigh less than
When?
Casey Tron's big fat titties, man.
All right, good night, everybody.
Good night.